First thing I want to bring up is in the budget packet. I didn't pull these because these were not things something that I figured needed to be pulled. They were just something that I wanted to note. In the actual full budget packet, there were 3 different standards for which the budgets for, I gotta pull it up here, for the Valley Sign, the Sinclair Recreation, and the pavement maintenance. One of them had bid proposals and the analysis numbers. Only one of them had dollar signs for everybody. I think that I don't know if it's because they're from different departments, if that's a mismatch that needs to be aligned at an organizational level, or if certain projects aren't clarified as in requiring the budget bidding analysis. And then hearing that there was a possible rules breach for the master plan presentation last month. I have other problems with it. One of them, and I want to mention this big one here, is that it makes a claim that the citizens by and large have access to sidewalks. There are at least 20 specific blocks with residents in my little zone, not my ward, in my zone of my city, that have no sidewalks servicing houses. Plus, when you get down off Betts Bridge here, once it flips to city property in Uptown, you can't get to Uptown on a sidewalk from Betts Bridge. You have to go all the way around or risk getting hit by a car going 35 down that ramp because you don't slow down that quickly. And then you get all the way in here and there's 3 or 4 blocks where there's no sidewalks. You have to get all the way through. It's not pedestrian friendly. It is very frustrating that claims that are made in these documents are easily provable to not exist. There's contradictions in it, saying that we need to preserve the historic design of the base city. Fine, that's an objective. That's an objective that the group wanted to go with. That's a perfectly fine objective. A few pages later, it says, we need to have new modern housing and new modern designs. You can't have both. If you have one objective, you have to focus on the objective. If you want a varied plan, you can state that, but you have to state that you want a varied plan. I don't think this is done well. And just, now hearing that there might be a rules breach as well, what is going on? I just want things to work well, and I want it to work well for everyone. Shoot, even when you get notice for zoning board of appeals, someone I know who lives down by 1001 Garfield, that was brought to zoning board, a whole bunch of neighborhoods showed up protesting it, and the change was tabled. That is now on a separate agenda in a different group, or on a different board, and those residents, I've had 2 of them come to me and say, why weren't we told that this is on a different agenda to be approved by now Planning Commission? They were told at that zoning meeting that you guys would be told, or that you guys, the citizens of that neighborhood, would be told this is on another agenda. It's not another agenda, and they were not told. So then now they're self-educating their neighborhood about it. Self-education's fine, but when they're told something and then it gets passed to a different group and they're not told that, that's another problem. It's just small things. Small things I think could go a long way. Thank you.